hiya, boss. I'm here. What's up?
What took you so long?
Yeah, I'm really sorry, man. It's just that I've been doing some overtime at my real job because, I gotta save some money for a down payment on another place I gotta move to because, the place I live at now, the association that owns the complex I live at, now they're saying, hey, that you need to live in, I want to sell that place out. And they're like, are you fucking kidding me? So I'm just trying to save money here, but I do have some good material here.
Get going!
I've tackled BuzzFeed. Now it's time to be even more daring. I'm going after AJ+.
Alright, let's fucking do this! I'm not afraid to die!
Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter!
Black Lives Matter! We love your white lives!
Welcome to Rocky Mount, Virginia, a town full of Confederate symbols and Trump flags. It's a 30-minute drive from Westlake Corner, a site where KKK meetings were once held.
Okay, big whoop, who cares? Let's continue.
It's also the place that Bridget Craighead calls home.
I made it a point to shake the hate out of Franklin County. I never felt welcome here.
Well, that's a complete lie, because if that was the case, wouldn't you have been booted out of town the moment you were born?
I felt like I was born the wrong skin color. If I didn't start this, then nobody else would have done anything.
So then it would have been just a nice, quiet little podunk town sort of thing, but no, you had the butt in.
Bridget, along with our cousin Katasha and friend Malala, founded the first chapter of Black Lives Matter in a county that's almost entirely white.
This is the last place in the world that will ever have a protest. Black Lives Matter. I promise you.
The death of George Floyd and the loss of other Black lives has sparked a movement, reaching even into the whitest parts of the country. But that doesn't mean everyone's listening.
All lives matter.
I don't believe in racism. I think it's ridiculous. It really is.
It's the officers that are killing our brothers and sisters for no reason.
Wrong, 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 wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong.
That's why Black Lives Matter.
This is what fighting for Black lives looks like in one rural American town.
Did you see that title there? White America. I thought this was just, regular America. And who's being racist here?
Black Lives Matter!
Oh, shut up!
In 2010, Rocky Mount spent more than $60,000 to rebuild this Confederate statue, saying it's central to their identity.
I feel hurt. It's a symbol of hate.
Brother, this dame is asking for it.
It lets me know that my county hates me.
Shut up!
Do you remember a skit where someone would wear, these special racist glasses, and when they put it on, they see something, I guess, racist or stereotypical? Is she wearing racist contact lenses right now? Bitch, can you take them off and just look? It's just a statue to commemorate the loss of soldiers during the Civil War, specifically the Confederate soldiers, for the Confederate Party, the same party that was against slavery.
When we go to the courthouse, we don't feel justice. I feel like I'm going to a slaughterhouse.
Really?
Is there any way we could do a let's walk with her kind of thing? Just let's watch her do everyday things. Let's watch her go into a store, go to a hair parlor, go to a clothing store, and see if everyone hates her. This is the most ridiculous bullshit she has ever said so far. God. And I'm guessing age-wise, she's got to be under 30, maybe close to 23, 24. And she is this brainwashed? Well, that's too late. There's no way we can fix her brain. It's done.
The protests in Rocky Mount may be small in size, but voices have only grown louder since the first protests for George Floyd.
Will you lower your voice?
What happened recently with Jacob Blake,
This is a continuous struggle that we're fighting every single day.
What? Jacob Blake? The career criminal who was told by police to stop doing something and he didn't listen to them, and instead he leaned over in his car to grab out a knife that he would use on the cop? Ugh. Re-avatards over here, am I right?
Even though we're a small town, we are with the whole world that's protesting right now.
Hi, Queen. How are you? There's like a comfortable racism that everybody's just kind of accepted.
That doesn't make any goddamn sense.
But not all Rocky Mount residents agree with the protests.
The slavery days, that was back in the day, man, and then everybody's putting us out that we're the bad people. Well, we can't control what happened in the past.
I'm protesting for my kids. I'm protesting for a change for them.
Put your fist up, Mari. Tear down the tyrant. Tear down the tyrant.
Now that's both disgusting and pathetic. She's doing what her mother's telling her to do. She doesn't know what's going on. Oh my god. You never do this to kids. Never!
But it's not just about organizing protests. Bridget is confronting
Hey, dumbass! Hands on 10 and 2!
Bridget is confronting racism on a daily basis, on the streets and in stores.
Oh, shut up!
This is a place that sells racist statues and figurines.
And dried beans and produce and other antiquities.
Growing up, I was always afraid to even ride by, let alone to go inside. I feel a little nervous being here, but I am brave.
Brave. Adjective. Having or showing mental or moral strength to face danger, fear, or difficulty. Having or showing courage, such as a brave soldier. Going into a store is not brave.
A few months ago, Bridget visited Boone's Mill Produce to confront a store employee about selling racist statues.
What is this? Sir, what is this? That is hurtful.
If you want to buy it, you should.
How much is it?
$20.
I'm buying it.
Okay.
There are a lot of people who come here who are much, much, much older than you. And they've been coming here for 90 years, 80 years, 70 years. And this is a tradition that also must be worked through. Okay.
This is how I feel. This is how I feel.
And as Bridget visited Boone's Mill for the second time, she had another encounter with white customers who were there at the same time.
Oh, now wait a minute. This is her second visit to that store that she is scared of because she fears that there's a lot of racist people in there? Twice in her whole lifetime. In the 20-some years of her existence. Are you... Oh my god. Re-avatar to the extreme!
They had a black statue with red lips eating a watermelon. I want to talk to them. You want to talk? Hey. Okay. No, because I wanted to say something to them because they did that on purpose.
Yeah, I think there's a word for that. It's called, oh yeah, trolling. I think they just trolled you. They overheard what you're talking about, and they decided to mess with you. And suppose you did have a talk with a guy who shouted, "Vote Trump." How would that go down? I'd say, not so great. I've seen enough footage out there when it comes to having these conversations with all these nut jobs, mostly from Owen Schroyer. Like, when he tries to talk to them, what does he get back? He gets back them just yelling at him louder than he is and try to stifle him to continue talking when he's trying to, answer a question that they probably asked. Or they'll use random sounds like they'll pull up their phone where it has like an air raid siren, or they have those little kazoo things just blow right in his face, or bang a drum, or just scream at them. It's really hard to have a talk with these people. Not that I think that the guy or her, either of them I don't think they would never make loud noises with their mouth or or maybe the guy would jam up his radio. I mean, that would never happen. But when it comes to, if he's trying to answer a question and then she's just going to interrupt him, and it'll be like, all right, well then I can't talk to you anymore because I'm trying to answer you. You got in the way. Forget it. I can't get through your head. Goodbye. That kind of talk.
And that's the type of conversation I want to have. I want to have conversation with Trump supporters that feel the need to yell out, "Vote Trump," when they see me. so.
Well, like I said earlier, how would it go down? I already explained everything earlier. And I'm going to add a little note here. What about the people that they are Trump supporters and then they get confronted by someone who just yells out, "Fuck Trump!" or "Vote Biden!" and they yell at him. And suppose a Trump supporter wants to talk to them. That never works out. They barely get a chance to talk. All they get is just insults. It's like, come on, I want to talk to you about it. Let's talk. And then they just keep going.
In recent years, Virginia has elected Democrats into office at every level.
And there's a good chance that most of the cities in Virginia are run by Democrats. And as we all know so far, Democrats that run the cities are bad cities. Take, for example, Petersburg, Virginia. That's a Democratic city. And their crime rate is 4,054 per 100,000 people. That's 63.71% higher than a national rate of 2,476 per 100,000. And this source I got from homesnacks.com, where they do statistic reports that they get from FBIs and they put it together.
But in 2016, Donald Trump beat Hillary Clinton in Franklin County by more than 40%.
Could it be that the people in Franklin County have opened their eyes and saw the real truth of what's been going on?
Right now, Donald Trump is not a representation of the black people. I feel that if black people understood that their vote does matter and that they need to be accounted for, then we can, get him out of office and bring somebody that is ready to move forward in this country.
Trump brought unemployment in the black community down a lot. More black people, even Latino people, were able to find work. And you're saying he's bad. He was a strong supporter of school choice, where you don't have to go to a certain school based on your zip code. So most of the black kids who live in inner cities and they have to go to that school in that city, they're given the option to, go outside of that city into a better school. And you think he's bad. And here we are right now. You think that Biden will move things forward. You fell for it hook, line, and sinker.
Meanwhile, Malala is stepping out of her comfort zone, confronting the remains of generational racism.
That was a pretty nice Volkswagen Beetle you got there. That looked like one of the later models, right? I would say 2019, 2020 model. How were you able to get that car? I figured that, if you go to a car dealership and they saw you, they'd probably boot you out or chase you out with pitchforks and torches. But instead, you got a nice car out of it. Interesting. And, hope you have enough money to invest in all the repairs you're going to do, since Volkswagen's engineering quality has gone down over the years. Especially with the emissions.
Her grandfather used to tell stories about how he refused to eat at the Hub, a restaurant that historically did not allow black people to dine inside.
See back here in the window behind the two propane tanks, you can see that that's the window that they use to serve the black people from, and they could only just get their orders from there. That was not a part of his moral or values, and he did not comply with that, so he didn't like it, so he decided not to ever go or dine at the Hub.
Hooray for freedom! Can go anywhere he wants, that's freedom. No one's telling him to go there all the time. He can go somewhere else, so shut your fucking mouth.
Today, Malala has decided to see whether the restaurant has changed its attitude towards the black community.
Yeah, so right now we're about to go to the Hub restaurant and ask for their support with Black Lives Matter.
But as we approach the restaurant, the owner asked us to leave the property.
Are you surprised at all of this?
I'm not surprised at all. She didn't want us on here anywhere. We're just here and asking them if supported Black Lives Matter, and she said no. I'm thinking she was going to say no, so.
Wait, if you had a hunch that she was going to say no when you had that sign and everything, what was the point of going there? You just wasted your day. Dumbass.
There are all sorts of ways Franklin County is still resistant to change. That was clear when Rocky Mount residents were enraged over Black Lives Matter chalk art on a bridge.
Art. And besides, it does not just stop there. I mean, we see that kind of crap everywhere. In the NBA arena, they got it on the court. We have a plaza in DC named after it. And after years of realizing what this organization is and what they do, what they stand for and everything, we're like, enough. You're not good. This is crap. Get it out.
We wrote Black Lives Matter right here. As soon as we started writing it, somebody was screaming out F Black Lives Matter. I'm like, okay, well, we love you.
But seriously, do you think the people that founded the whole organization in the first place, do you think they would care if you did something like that? Because to them, you're just basically pawns. And if you say you get in trouble, you get arrested or killed, they're not gonna care. I mean, they may, for a brief moment, but then that's it. In fact, I'm sure they encourage people like you to go out and do all the nasty stuff, like being violent or just graffiti and all that crap. And they won't bat an eye if something bad happens to you.
I mean, all of this was just filled out with just nothing but expressions of love. They called it graffiti. They said that Franklin County has turned into Chicago.
The town officials only allow the art to stay up for 3 days.
It made me feel...
Okay, seriously, who the hell told her to just glide her hand across the concrete? Ugh.
It made me feel like I don't have a voice in this town. It made me feel even more suppressed. That you allowed us to have 72 hours to express how we feel. But then what?
You go on the internet. There, problem solved. You're welcome.
Yet another bridge in town with graffiti and hateful words has remained untouched by town officials.
Oh, no, you didn't. Please tell me you did not cherry pick a certain location that probably no car has ever gone through. You see how narrow that bridge is? And I'm pretty sure it's one area where people go hang out and do graffiti at. It's like one of the shady areas that no one ever goes to. And you cherry picked this location. Holy fuck.
I can clearly see the suppression. That's what's fueling me to continue to do this, because if I don't do it, then nobody else will, and they're going to continue to suppress our people here.
How do you know they were done by Whitey? Suppose it was done by Darky over there. Huh? You don't know who did it, so fuck off.
I feel a bondage over me, and I'm breaking it. I'm going to continue to say something. I'm going to continue to go against what they're telling me I can and can't do. I know I can move anywhere else, but this is my town. So, no, this cannot be stopped, and the worst thing they can do is lock me up.
Well, you better thank your luscious God that you live in America, because talking ain't a crime. You won't be jailed for that. So unless you do something that is crime-worthy, like throwing a punch at someone that you disagree with or running someone down with a car, I don't see you going to jail.
Bridget centers her fight around love because growing up, she spent too many days feeling like she didn't deserve any.
Okay, let me put my hair up. This is what you call black girl magic.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about here. I see nice leopard print boots. She's got on some jewelry. She's got her hair done. She's got makeup. She's got some nice clothes on. They're not shredded or anything. What the fuck are you talking about?
I thought white was right. I didn't think that my skin color was the right skin. Because in my mind, I thought being white was better. I was about 9 or 10. I didn't like myself. I thought my skin was ugly. I feel sad to know that I hated myself so much.
But then you grew out of it, right? Your brain is developed, you're learning, you got the power of reason, right? Yeah, who am I kidding?
Bridget says she suffered frequent racist abuse from other students at her school that was almost 80% white.
So does that mean that 80% of the school harassed her and her alone because of her skin color? Huh? Did that really happen? I'm asking. Hello? Does anyone know? Hello?
I was suspended 33 times from Benjamin Franklin Middle School. Even though, they called me a nigger, they felt because I threw the first punch, I should be suspended.
Let that be a lesson, friend. Don't be a sucker!
Yes, and you deserved it. Because words sounds that come out of my mouth is not violence. Your fist making contact with someone else's face or gut is. So yeah, you fucking deserved it.
The school declined to comment about Bridget's experience.
Probably because they don't have any memory of that. This is 20-some years later, and you expect them to remember that shit?
Until June of this year, the Franklin County School Board allowed Confederate gear at school. The school board currently has just one black member.
Okay. So what? How many black people were running for school board? Probably not that many. So who cares?
Growing up in Rocky Mount, Bridget and her cousin Katasha felt like second-class citizens. They never questioned why they didn't go to the pool club in town instead of driving to a lake 40 minutes away.
That is probably the best and smartest idea I have ever seen. I would so do that. Fuck public pools. They're nothing but crap. I'd take the lake any day. So, I'll give you an applaud. Great idea. I like it.
This is where I learned how to swim. This is where I'm teaching my son how to swim. I just knew that black people did not go to the pool.
When Bridget called out the pool for its lack of diversity on Facebook, it drew a larger response from some black community members who said they never felt welcome either.
Well, what do you expect pool houses to do? Go door to door and be like, please, we need you to come to our pool house. Please, I beg of you, we're not racist, please. Did many black people have the time to go to this pool house? Nor did they even think or care about going there? Because unless you can show me proof, what you just said is complete bullshit. I'm not going to believe it.
That's when the club offered to sell 2 new memberships for $700, which the swim club said is its standard rate. Katasha and Bridget felt priced out.
First of all, I'm trying to make it. As a single mama, I don't want to pay $700 to go swim.
Oh, what I'm gonna do to you.
This is beautiful. This is great. You bitch about the pool house being, racist. And then when they offer something, you turn them down. You cannot win. You can't!
The club told AJ Plus it doesn't discriminate against its membership based on race and does not collect racial data from members.
Because it's illegal.
Coming here to the lake, it's free, it's freedom. Yeah, we have the biggest pool in the world.
As single moms, both Katasha and Bridget say their fight is for their kids to live in a place of equality.
We gotta break these curses. It's gotta stop.
Oh my... Alright, hang on. I have a picture to show you guys. This is a flag of the United States of America, where I and those idiots live in right now. This particular area was founded on freedom and liberty. We all have it. Our forefathers, along with the supporters, worked hard and fought hard, and we, the people, will continue to fight for our freedoms and liberties. No other country around the world has this.
Give me a high five. Boom. I don't want a white officer to kill my son. That's my biggest fear for my son. I honestly feel like that I am breaking generational curses and breaking the chains of suppression. I feel more alive now than ever before. I want everybody else to feel what I'm feeling right now. I feel that strength that I don't have to be suppressed anymore. I'm free.
Oh, shut up!